Welcome back to my Country Craft Corner. How in the world are you guys doing today? It is so good to see you again, and thank you so much for stopping back by to see what I'm up to. And what I'm up to today is I'm going to be decorating this 3-tiered pumpkin that I have here. I got this a couple of years ago at Joann's out of their fall accent pieces, you know. I did not use it last year, so I thought I would try to do something with it this year. So I have an idea here, and Chris is gonna help me, so I'm gonna be a little bit off camera, but I wanted to explain to you what we're gonna do. I have 2 lengths of pip berries here. Now these pip berries were not expensive. They were from Hobby Lobby, and they ended up to be about $10 a piece because they were like, well, let me see, it says here. I'm lying, they're about $15 a piece. They were $30 and I got them for half price at Hobby Lobby. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to wrap these in fairy lights. Now this time I'm using a bit of a different fairy light than my regular fairy lights that I show you. And I will give you links for these fairy lights in the description. But I'm going to be using 3 separate little strands of fairy lights. And what I'm doing here is I'm just separating these pip berries out a little bit so that we can get the fairy lights wrapped around it a little easier. And I'm going to use a whole one for the bottom pumpkin space, and then I'm going to cut the second one in half and use, I think you can cut these little fairy lights down if necessary, if it's too many lights. So I'll show you the fairy lights when I come back and talk to you a little bit. But Chris is in here and he's fixing to help me, so I want to get moving on this right now. So I'll come back and explain more when we're done doing the wrapping of the fairy lights and getting them placed in the pumpkin. And I'll try to have the camera on a little bit. As you know, Chris will not be on camera. So I'll do the best I can here, and then I'll explain when we get back. Okay? All right. You guys, I'm back, and this took Chris and I quite a little bit of time to get this taken care of here, but we have it done, and of course I'm going to back it up and show it all to you here in a minute. What I want to tell you is that I cannot tell you how Chris did these lights, these particular lights, because he's rigged them up in his fancy way. He is an engineer and he knows how to do all this stuff. So I would encourage you to Google how to make a battery operated strand of lights into one that can plug in with a USB cable. It's not hard, but it's not something I understand or that he wants me to share. So I won't, but I wanted to show you the lights that we used, just in case that is an option for you. We used this type of fairy light, and you can see it's, you know, it doesn't say how long of this. I'll blink up here how long the strand is. I think it's like 6 feet or something like that. Each little, you know, they have it all bundled there in the cord. And Chris used 1 entire strand for the bottom, and then 2/3 of a strand for the middle, and then 1/3 of the strand for the top. And he spliced it all together and he made it work. So made 3 of these little things work. These are very, very, very cheap. If you wanted to, you could use 3 little strands of this, and they take the 2032 batteries, you know. That could run into some money for you. What I would suggest that you do, and Chris and I talked about it, and he said, yeah, he thought that this would work too. If you have something like this and want to create something like this, what I would do is buy my other fairy lights they're not mine. They're the ones I offer, on, you know, or I show you on my Amazon shop. They come in a set of 4, and I'll link up there how much it is, or flash up there how much a box of these is. They are copper wired, but I would just use 1 strand of this, and I think what I would do is just snug this in the bottom and just run it around the bottom pip berries, you know, and then just wherever the back of your pumpkin is going to be, or whatever you're working on is going to be, just run it up the back, you know, between the rungs. Easily done. And then just wrap it around the middle and then wrap it around the top. And that's how, and you could do this whole thing with 1 strand of fairy lights, of these fairy lights. So I just wanted to let you know that, because I know that when Chris doesn't share how he makes some of my stuff work, you know, I don't want to frustrate you all and make you think, well, if I can't do that, then I can't do it. No, you can. You just have to be creative and figure out what will work, you know, for you. Another thing that would work is if you got electric lights, which Chris is going to plug these into the wall. We have a little USB, you know, plugs to go in the outlets. And we're going to plug these in, and then I'll hook my remote up to it, you know. So, but you could use like brown corded white lights, or the small little mini lights, and that would work in here too, and just start at the bottom and work your way up, you know. So there are a lot of options. You don't have to do the lights the way I did the lights. So, but anyway, let me turn you around here and back up, and we're going to get started. This is the back here. Right now I have it hooked up to an external battery. So I want to turn very carefully, turn it around to where the front is facing y'all. There we go. Isn't that pretty? I think this is going to make a big statement. We had to go ahead and put this little pumpkin in the top here because the way we had it rigged up, we had to go ahead and put it in there in order to be able to close it and whatnot. So I just used, these are the last 2 fabric pumpkins that I have from Helen, Sweet Helen made for me and sent me a whole box of pumpkins. And I have a bunch over on my hearth and some over in my cozy corner. I think not out of this batch, but another she sent me. She does fabulous work. I will give you her Instagram channel, and if you private message her on Instagram and tell her that I sent you, then she'll know who you are. She has a private account, but if she knows that I sent you over, she will probably allow you to view her stuff and talk to her if you want to order yourself anything like this. She does beautiful work. You could also see what else she makes there on her Instagram page. I highly recommend her, Helen. She's lovely, 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 sweet, 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 sweet person who does beautiful work. So I have 2 of her pumpkins left, and 2 of them I'm going to use in here. This big one I'm going to put in the snug in the bottom. Let me see if I can get this in there now. As you can see, this pumpkin separates or opens up, and it's you got to set your mouth right. I'm telling you guys. So I'm going to smush this. See if I can't smush this down in here. There we go. Kind of tilt it up. Isn't that cute? That's cute. Oh my goodness. I love that. And that really is all I'm going to put in the bottom. I thought about adding, oh, come here, some fall leaves, which I could, but I don't want to cover up the too much of the, see, I think if I start putting leaves in it, that'll cover up too much of the pip berries, and I really love the pip berries. Maybe if I just, you know, do just a little. Oh. really don't want to even put anything on the front because I just love the pip berries. Maybe if I put it down here a little bit. Just a sprig. I do have some hydrangeas, but I've got blue. And I think I just want a couple of tufts. I sure don't want the whole hydrangea. That's it, y'all. That's all I want to do, really and truly. Yeah, here I go, one more. And I think that's it. I think that's all I want to do in the bottom. Isn't that cute? Oh my goodness gracious. I'm telling you, you gotta set your mouth right, y'all, when you're working with something like this. There we go. Okay, that's gonna do that level. Okay, now this level, I've got these two little figurines. Got this little girl and this little scarecrow. And she was $4.99 at Hobby Lobby. And he was $4.99 at Hobby Lobby. 50% off, of course, out of their fall decor. Now what I want to do with these two is, I can't point you down. Let me put the camera down here. Okay, what I want to do to these, I have a couple of glass ramekins that are about white or cream. It's the best I could do here. If I set these two in there, they're going to set down too far in there. So hopefully I'm going to be able to fit these ramekins down in there. I haven't tried it yet. I'm even sure they'll fit. And they won't. So let me see what else I can find. Hang on just a sec. Two little boxes. And I think they'll fit. Hopefully she will fit. Yeah, she will. Whew, okay, I hadn't tried that yet. So let me do a little glue dotting here. I'm about running out of glue dots. I need to order myself some. Okay, so fella. Put it on his pumpkin. And on his foot. There she is. Now let's see. Want to fit in there, doll baby? Oh, here we go. Woohoo! Okay, let's see if we can get Mr. in there now. Hang on. Like I said, gotta kind of set your mouth right. Oh my goodness gracious. I didn't even have them on camera, did I? We're trying to get them in there, sorry. There they are, they fit barely. She barely fit because she's big around. Oh, let me see. I'm about doing a little bit of the, you know, even less than I put on the bottom, I think, with the fall leaves. I've got to stick it into the pip berries. I really don't want a lot of stuff. I really think that they're speaking volumes all by themselves, these two little, this little couple. That's it, y'all, honestly. I don't want a lot of florals in there at all. I think it looks really cute just with the pip berries. And then with this little pumpkin at the top, I think it looks adorable. This holds on. I think it's really cute, just like that. Just exactly how I wanted it to be. I love it. Ah! Oh my goodness. I hope you guys are getting a good look at this. I really hope that you're able to see it the way I'm seeing it. So cute. Of course, I'll get the camera down and take a, you know, close-up video of it and get you really close to it. But in person, it is adorable. Oh my goodness, I love it. Yay! All right, let me come over here and say some final words. And then let you know, hang on here, let me get turned around. Okie dokie, everybody, I'm back and I am loving this pumpkin. Oh my goodness gracious, you guys, it turned out so cute. It really did, it turned out so cute. Even though Chris and I had to set our mouths right and kind of muscle these pip berries into this pumpkin, it worked. And I did want to reiterate that I think definitely if you use one of these boxes of my regular fairy lights, I think that would work beautifully, and just have one box snugged in the bottom. You could snug it into the rungs. You know, I think these would work beautifully for you. Either that or electric brown corded, you know, white lights. Always linked in my Amazon shop, you guys. All these lights will be linked under lights, under my idea list of lights in my Amazon storefront. And you can always find the link for that in the description. I'm really super happy with this. Helen's pumpkins just make it. I mean, I'll tell you what, they really did make it. It's so cute with these pumpkins. So if you're interested in getting some of those pumpkins or anything else that Helen makes, be sure to check her out. You know, they're on Instagram, like I said. And I just touched it with a little bit of fall flowers, a little bit of a blue hydrangea, and that's all. I wanted the pip berries to speak. I wanted the little scarecrow and his little milkmaid. She looks like partners in crime, those two. You know, I wanted them to stand, you know, by themselves within the bed of pip berries. And I thought, you know, somebody when I first bought this had said, oh, Arlene, you could make it into a snowman. And I was like, well, I never wrapped my head around that. But I'm telling you right now, I've already been sitting here thinking, with the pip berries in here, I wouldn't remove the pip berries. That could be snow. We could pretend that that's snow. Certainly I could find a little top hat to cover the leaves at the top up. You know, I could set a top hat on him and maybe place a couple of snowmen in the bottom and, you know, little something, something in the middle, a little something, something at the top. Would that not be cute as a snowman? And let it sit right on this same stand where I'm going to set it. So I'm going to reuse this for Christmas. Won't that be cute? Oh my goodness, I'll be having dreams about that, trying to figure out what I want to do. But that'll be so cute. I can't wait. So, but anyway, let me close this one out. My next video will probably be a Q&A because I've gotten several questions from you guys. So I think I've got 5 or 6 questions to answer, and one of which has many questions within the question. So I will, just probably sit down and do that real quick. And that'll be it for that video. And then after that, we're moving into the living room and dining room very quickly and there. And I would like to have get my home tour up at the beginning of October at some point. So that's what I'm striving for, All right, my inside home tour, because you already seen the outside, so. All right, I hope that all is well with everyone. Thank you guys so much for stopping in here to visit with me. Thank you in advance for all of your sweet comments, for all of your wonderful words, your support, your hugs, your love. I appreciate every single one of you, every day of my life. I'm telling you, I am so touched and humbled to have you all in my life, and I appreciate every single one of you. So let me just say that I hope that those of you who are struggling or suffering with a catastrophic illness or chronic pain, I hope that you have someone there with you, taking care of you, helping you get through each day, making the very, very best out of each day. I hope there's nothing weighing on your minds or your hearts, pulling your attention away from where you want it to be or from where it should be. I love y'all to bits, to bits, to bits, hugs all around, and I keep you in my thoughts and my prayers every single day. And with all of that said, I'll just say, until next time, y'all take good care. Come back for one last video of it in place. All right, until next time, y'all take good care. Bye-bye.